The sunshine for Saturday has been very well advertised. That's because we've had very little of it so far this year, but it's also because it is not going to last that long, as the change from Saturday to Sunday brings more rain and the risk of some snow, at least for a time. So what's happening to our weather setup? Well, for Saturday, we've got a ridge of high pressure, cold air in situ. That's what will bring the cold field, the frosty start and the risk of ice. We do have ice warnings in force for Saturday morning for much of the UK, in fact. However, throughout Saturday afternoon, we'll start to see this next weather front move in from the west. And that will bring with it milder air, but also a spell of rain as it moves in from the west, moving into parts of Northern Ireland throughout Saturday evening, and then sweeping through the country on Saturday night into Sunday. So by Sunday, actually, much of the country is in milder air, but through Saturday night, that's when we see the risk of snow. But most of us, by Sunday lunchtime, will see rain. Let's take a closer look at the snow forecast. So here we have the dry picture on Saturday evening for most areas after the dry and sunny day. But then here's that weather front moving in from the west, bringing parts of Northern Ireland some snow as well as heavy rain. And as it sweeps across the country, many areas will see persistent rain, some snow for a time to lower levels as well on Saturday night and through Sunday. Snow will fall to low levels overnight on Saturday night, but it increasingly will turn to rain by Sunday morning. So I think most of us will be asleep for much of the snowfall. As you can see here, by Sunday lunchtime, actually much of the precipitation is falling as snow. But how much snow could there be? Well, these are the 3-hour snowfall totals throughout that time, and actually we are expecting a few centimetres to low levels. We could see sort of 1 to 3 centimetres falling at low levels through Saturday night, and as that snow and rain starts to fall on frozen surfaces across eastern areas, we could see a risk of ice as well, and the high ground could see up to 20 centimetres as well through Sunday. That band of snow and rain moves away to leave some rain around, but the worst of it does clear through on Saturday night. And how much of it will accumulate? Well, as I said, we could see 1 to 3 centimetres to lower levels up to 20 centimetres over the high ground. But as the temperatures increase by Sunday morning, it's going to turn, that snow will quite quickly start to melt. So actually here, you can see here, these are the snow depths for Sunday lunchtime. And it's only really high ground areas that show any lying snow here. You can see the Peak District, much of the Pennines, the Lake District and the high ground across much of Scotland, seeing up to 5 centimetres as a sort of minimum, up to 20 centimetres. We've already got quite a lot of lying snow over the Grampians, and that will continue to build up. Now, what's causing that? Well, we have got the milder air moving in, so that means that the freezing level is increasing. The freezing level is the height at which 0 degrees is, and you need it to be 0 degrees or less for any rain to fall as snow. And as it does turn milder through Saturday night, that freezing level comes up. So when the band initially comes through, that band of rain initially comes through, the freezing level is around sort of 200 metres or actually 0 for Saturday night. So initially, yes, a lot of areas across the north in particular will see that rain fall as snow, but that freezing level quite quickly increases to above 800 metres by the time we get to Sunday morning. So that by the time you wake up, the freezing level is going to be well above 800 metres, meaning that much of that snow will melt quite quickly. So it's only higher levels, and you'll probably be waking up to cloudier skies. And what happens after that? Well, we continue to see a pretty unsettled picture through the rest of into next week. We've got a low pressure system still in charge. It remains unsettled. We've still got colder air around, so there'll still be a continued risk of frost as well as some snow, particularly over the high ground in the north into next week. And with an unsettled picture, that means that we'll see spells of rain, but also some spells of drier weather as well. Tuesday looks like it could bring the prospect of some drier and brighter weather, and we could see more of those days come and go into next week. But Low pressure generally dominates, so there will be further spells of rain. So that means do make the most of the long-lived, widespread sunshine on Saturday.